and welcome to another UC Partner Trend session. I'm Tom Wright and I'm delighted to be joined by Patrick from Intermedia. Thanks for being with us today, Patrick. How's it going?
It's going great. Glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's great to have you, and we've got a really interesting topic today. We're going to be talking about the wholesale market and how partners can differentiate themselves and take advantage of the opportunities in the wholesale market. But I think to start with, it might be nice just to be a bit more general actually at the start. And could you talk through some of the biggest challenges you're seeing partners face at the moment?
Sure. There's a wide range of partners out there that have their own unique set of challenges. Start with solution providers and service providers in general. Facing both operational and financial challenges due to rapid acceleration and innovation of cloud technologies. Pretty disruptive in general if you think about the past several years. Those who have historically sold on-premise phone systems or PBXs, they're particularly challenged as phone system sales have been declining rapidly. Those systems lack the capabilities that customers need today that are now easily accessible from the cloud. Additionally, there's this shift from operating in a CapEx model to a consumption model with monthly recurring revenue that represents a unique set of challenges for those that are selling hardware, software-based systems to the subscription model. Those partners that are selling UCaaS as an agent traditionally, they're ultimately being disintermediated from their customers, which limits their ability to grow revenues by actually 80%, since they're only receiving a commission as the cloud provider ultimately takes ownership of those customers. And then there are the service providers, think the ILEX and CLEX out there, who are facing their challenges with their hosted PBX platforms that are becoming obsolete as the underlying vendors have stopped investing in those platforms. They've got to modernize their offerings to remain competitive, reduce churn, but they don't want to sacrifice their own brand by just simply reselling another vendor's logo. They don't want to give up the ability to leverage their own PSTN network that they've built for many, many years. They've got their footprint. There's a really massive growth opportunity for all types of providers, as 400 million users are still on legacy aging phone systems that need to move to the cloud. So really any solution providers that are not selling modern cloud communications today are missing out on a significant opportunity.
Yeah, so there really is a lot going on, and it's sort of largely driven by the move to cloud-based software, I think it's fair to say, isn't it? And I just wonder if you think it's fair to say that partners can struggle to add value if they're just reselling UCaaS.
Well, if they're selling in an agent model, it's certainly difficult to add meaningful value or differentiate in the market from their own competitors. It's common to hear horror stories from their customers about poor implementations, poor ongoing service from cloud providers, and partners really aren't able in selling in this model to provide the same level of white glove service on which they've built their business over many years. So that's certainly one. They can also face increased competition and direct channel conflict as UCaaS vendors, they really market and sell directly to their end customers, right? So that's certainly a challenge for partners in the marketplace. The same can be true if cloud vendors are providing some sort of limited resale model where the cloud vendors, really their brand is at the forefront. Their platforms aren't built to properly enable partners to completely control the customer experience, to ensure smooth deployments, resolve customer issues effectively on their own as a service provider or solution provider. In some cases, the cloud vendor actually has to provide support to the end customer, even in these resale models, which further dilutes the value of the partners and their ability to differentiate in the market.
So I think it's fair to say, there's a few challenges there and there's some interesting dynamics, and I think now's a good time to move on to talking about the wholesale model, the wholesale opportunity. I know it's particularly important to you at Intermedia. I wonder if you could talk through how the wholesale model can help tackle some of these problems.
Absolutely. I think it's important first to talk about, let's consider what makes a healthy company as an IT provider today, any type of company. Various analysts include things like their mix of offerings. So do they have a high focus on cloud and security? Are they operationally efficient? Do they have low churn? what's the percentage of recurring revenue? So having a high percentage of recurring revenue is something that definitely impacts the health of a company today. And of course, profitability. You've got to be profitable. It's more critical now than ever. There's actually a metric called the Rule of 40, which is becoming more widely used to evaluate the health of a technology business, a technology provider. The Rule of 40 states that if a company's revenue growth were to be added to its profit margin, the total should exceed 40. And that really is the metric that defines a healthy organization. This has been really popular in valuations of SaaS companies historically, but I think we'll see that continue to be used more commonly moving forward. So if an IT provider, any type of technology provider chooses to resell cloud communications in a wholesale model, their growth rate actually increases 500%. So, and if they choose the right vendor that's built for this model, the significant operational efficiencies underlying will increase their profitability. So it's all about striving towards that Rule of 40 being, having the appropriate growth rate and profitability, to hit that metric.
So the wholesale model is obviously incredibly important for Intermedia. I wonder if you could talk through how you differentiate your offering and also help partners stand out in quite a competitive market.
Sure, we've been doing this for a long time. We've really optimized things around this regard. First, it starts with having a modern, compelling solution that customers need and appreciate. And what we've done is combine UCaaS and CCaaS into a single intuitive platform for customers. We really invest heavily in R&D to assure our solution remains innovative, incorporating advanced technologies today and into the future. So having a strong roadmap and a solid product, that's step one, something that you can sell. Our platform itself was built over many years specifically for the wholesale model. We call this the customer ownership reseller model. Having this purpose-built platform that really enables partners to efficiently market, sell, deploy, and support their customers, and to be able to do it profitably is a differentiator that our partners really appreciate. The platform is really one of those things that you really have to see to fully appreciate. As I mentioned earlier, operational efficiency is critical for resellers and service providers to maintain strong profitability as they grow their business. Then lastly, we've got what we call the 360-degree approach to partner success. Our motto is "We work for you." You see it right here. We don't lock partners into long-term contracts, so we really have to earn their business every month. So that starts with leveraging the partner's brand, keeping that in the forefront, not Intermedia's brand, in everything that we do with our partners. Next, we focused on partner enablement. So think about sales, operations, marketing to help partners launch a new offering quickly, reduce their time to revenue, and ultimately over time, maximize their revenue growth with ongoing enablement services. Our support that we provide to helping partners deploy and support their customers is one of Intermedia's key differentiators. So we've got, there's a certification by J.D. Power. It's a certification specifically for technical support. Rigorous audit process that we go through every year. By the way, we're the only cloud provider that actually has this certification for technical support. We've maintained it for 7 years running. We deliver partners the highest level of support. This means that we're enabling them to provide the best support to their customers. We make partners look good. And we and our partners, as a result, have extremely low churn. So it's really a win-win for our partners and Intermedia.
Great. And my final question for you, Patrick, you actually mentioned sort of looking to the future in the roadmap at the start of your last answer. I think it would be nice if you could perhaps give us some clues about how we can expect to see you develop the wholesale model and how you're working with partners over the course of this year.
Absolutely, and it is something that we're very focused on, that continuing that innovation and feature enhancement for end customers, as well as further increasing operational efficiency for our partners. This is something that we're doing on an ongoing basis. We can't get through this conversation without mentioning AI, right? It's becoming a part of all businesses and all technologies and everything that's happening out there. We have already last year we had started incorporating the new generations of generative AI into our platforms, and doing so with security in mind, which is really critical. It's not AI for AI's sake. You really got to be careful with security. Some of the examples of leveraging AI, think about it to help customers resolve issues or answer questions, reducing support burden for our partners, providing new automated capabilities and business analytics for customers and partners to improve business outcomes, ensure compliance where it's applicable for certain verticals where really compliance is really very important. Tons more of innovation. Really excited to see when it comes to AI, how the new generations of AI transforms the way businesses, people in general, just everyday people on the street, do everything in the near future. So that's certainly an area that's exciting to deliver compelling solutions through our partners for their customers. And lastly, our real big thing that we're making a lot of noise about this year, as you'll start to see, if you haven't already noticed in our recent press release just last week, we've expanded our partner program and our efforts specifically to help service providers or regional carriers, those CLECs and ILECs, to overcome the significant challenges that they're having in their space. So Intermedia has already been built for this wholesale or white label model, if you will, and we already have service providers as partners who have asked us to help them overcome the challenges that they're having with their platforms becoming obsolete and so forth. So we've delivered on that ask, and we're now expanding our market awareness of our new service provider program. It's really resonating. We really are excited to help service providers modernize their businesses as well and take their customers into the future and reduce churn and leverage their own carrier network.
Well, it sounds like you're in for a very busy year, Patrick, and I hope we can perhaps catch up in a few months' time as some of these innovations and these changes hit the market.
Absolutely. Look forward to talking about it again. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, great. It's been great having you, and thank you everyone for watching. Remember, you can follow the whole series by the hashtag UC Partner Trends and on uctoday.com. Thanks for watching. That's all from me. We'll see you next time.